Good morning, traders. We got about a few minutes until the market opens here. I'm excited to be back with you. Sorry I couldn't post a video yesterday. I was flying. Just didn't have time to trade. But today is the day, and it was almost somewhat refreshing to be able to look at yesterday from a perspective of just watching. Just watching other people trade and seeing the patterns form. It was kind of refreshing. I feel like I learned a lot from watching yesterday. I think I need to sit more on my hands, so I'm going to wait about 10 or 15 minutes into the market and wait for the best setup. I think sometimes I get a little too antsy to trade, and that's what hurts me a lot. So I'm going to wait for a good setup to form. I really do feel refreshed from the weekend. Like right now, I don't feel antsy to jump into any stock right now. They're all falling anyways. SSC, this one is interesting. I found support around 515, coming back up near the VWAP. Now I want it to come back down one more time and then break the VWAP maybe the second or third time. So I'll be maybe looking for an entry next time it comes back down. SSC does not look bad right here. It's like 20,000 shares to take out at 530. I'm going to go for this. 62 bucks. I'll take it. I was patient. Very patient with this one. It's coming up near 550 resistance here, and I was getting a little scared out of my position. Took it around these levels right here, 543, 544. Should have scaled out. I know you guys are saying that. Should have scaled out. Shouldn't have got scared out. But at the same time, I'm really happy with my trade. I was very patient. It's 9:45. I waited for a good setup. Granted, I did get in a little late. I saw this form in here, and I kept thinking, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, and I just wasn't doing it right around these areas. And then I got in at 535, which is not very good. It's right here at the VWAP. I was getting in at the break of that. Not happy, that I waited to get in at the VWAP. But, like I was saying from the start, I was waiting for the second touch. That's what you guys got to focus on. Waiting for that second touch to get in on it, because the first time it touches VWAP, it is usually not going to break it. The second time it touches it is when it's usually going to happen. See, it needs to test it. It needs to test it and then come back down and then break through it, rather than just doing it all at one time. Because if it comes down, then bursts right through it. I mean, it already had 3 green candles. Then it's gonna come down really hard after that. So you really have to go against your emotions when it's coming up right here and you're saying, wow, this is moving up strong, let me get in. I keep having to tell myself, it's going to come back down. You just wait for a pullback. Even though it consolidated here 3 minutes, it looks like it just ran up and fell down. Now, in hindsight, it always looks like that. But when you look at it here, this is 3 minutes that is sitting around VWAP. And I'm thinking, okay, this might break above it, but that would be kind of premature. I really wanted it to pull back, form a higher low, and then do it. I've seen this so many times, guys. That's why I can confidently get in and out of a trade like this on a second touch. Because second touch, third touch, that's when it happens. Not the first time. You don't want it to fall and then just go straight up, because then it's going to drop really hard. For it to be healthy, for it to be a healthy stock, it needs to do this. And right now it's dropping some too, but that's healthy, that's fine, as long as it stays above this VWAP. It broke above VWAP, now it needs to stay above VWAP. What we want to do is see consolidation now above it. If it cracks below it, that's not going to be a healthy sign. But if it does crack below it, we still want to stay on this trend line. That still could be a fine sign, as long as it stays above this on this trend line. Some of you are saying, well, why didn't you sell at the open at 550? Well, here's the thing. Short sellers are placing their orders a little below 550 because they want to get in at the best price, because they know that other short sellers are trying to short this as well. So they might be placing their orders at 548, 547, 549, just try to get in a little early. And then also on top of that, you have people trying to take profits a little early, because they're aware of that, and because they're aware of other people trying to take profits around 550 as well. And that's the reason why I sold where I did. I did think I sold a little too early, or I should have at least scaled out. But today, everything, a lot of stuff's been falling. A lot of stuff's been red, bearish. Yesterday I wasn't trading in the market, but the same thing was happening. I was seeing on Twitter that everyone was falling asleep. What I'm really happy about is over the weekend and watching the market yesterday, just seeing Twitter and everyone trade, um, I feel like I sort of awakened my mind. I've been losing more because I've been trading right near the open, which I do a lot better waiting 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes and waiting for the patterns to develop and then jumping in. And that's what I did today, and I'm really happy about it. I think that's going to help turn around my trading as well if I just focus on uh, not trying to trade so quick. Not being so antsy to trade, being patient. As Warren Buffett said, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. And that's what I need to do, be more focused on being patient. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really hope you learned something. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow.